Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
What is up? What is up? Welcome to another episode of Late Night with Bird Gang. How you guys doing tonight, man? How is everybody doing? Let's see. We got a lot of chatter up in here. What up, Jake? Jadis? How you doing? He said this long intro is long. It is a little long, but I love it. What up, Grant? How you doing, my guy? Yeah, so it is Victory Tuesday here for us. You know what I'm saying? If you guys missed Birds of Broad Street, make sure you guys check it out. It was a great show yesterday on Cool Cat. Cool Cat Connor, Philly Notion, Bird Games, One Trade Rocks, all of our stations. We had it going on live yesterday. He said, bring the lights to you. Party, right? I need to get some lights up in here. What up, Backyard? How you guys doing tonight? So today's topic I want to talk about was Minshew Mania. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be probably my only video I do on it. You know, my last video I'm going to do on it. So we're going to get through it tonight. You know, we're going to bring up some stats on both quarterbacks. We're going to see what you guys think, you know, is the real deal here. He said, what happened? Hey, man, those are two great content creators, man. I hope they can squash out their issues with each other. You know, I have respect for both of those guys, you know. I talk to both of them. You know, when the time is right, they're going to handle their business. So I'm going to let them guys talk to you guys about it and let you guys talk to them about that. That's not my business. You know, I was just going to moderate the show. But it's all good, man. We're going to talk about some birds tonight, though. Yo, what up, Nick? How you doing? How you doing? Said, no, that had nothing to do with you or your place. Yeah, I know. I didn't throw myself in there. You know, I was actually asked to be in there, so it wasn't like I was just like, trying to get up in there, you know, be part of it. I like both of them. I talked to both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I want them to squash it just as much as anybody else. What up, Ben? So let's get into it. How you guys feeling about the game, man? What was your guys' aspect of the game? How do you guys feel about Minshew Mania starting up? You know, what's your thoughts on Minshew? Because I think he had a great game, you know, for a backup quarterback. You know, he did his job. He went in there and handled business like he was supposed to. Do I think if Hurts started, he could have probably put up more points? Possibly. You know, I know a lot of people are clamored by, you know, the numbers and looking pretty. But, you know, Minshew had some of the same mistakes Hurts had. There's some short throwing balls. You know what I'm saying? He's a little less mobile. But all in all, like that was just a team we should beat, and we did our job. Nick Sirianni coached a great game. I have nothing but respect for what Minshew did out there. On the other side, Jalen Hurts, man. I think it still Hurts season. We gotta let this guy finish playing out the rest of the season. I did want to show some things with you guys and see how you guys felt about some of this stuff that's going on. And people wants to talk about it. Yeah, I know. People always want to talk about them things. I want to talk about it. There's no Gardner Minshew mania. He did his job versus the Jets. They prepared for Jalen. And Gardner Minshew, Jalen is the guy moving forward. Facts, man. I agree with you 100%. Jalen Hurts is the guy moving forward. And that is our quarterback, man. Jalen has, done a lot of things for us. We wouldn't even be in this position right now looking at a playoff, hopefully, if we can handle our business down this final stretch without Jalen. So, like I said, I'm glad that Nick Sirianni came out and said that Jalen will be starting, as long as he's healthy coming into that Washington game. So we'll see how that turns out. Please hear about the rib and want to know more. Hey, man, nothing coming out of me, man. Nothing coming out. I love both of those guys. Minshew was good. Hopefully Hurts learned something. Yeah, he can learn how to get the ball out a little faster. But like I said, what really did Minshew do that Hurts couldn't do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did he do special? He didn't have no real long passes to make you go, oh, wow, he's slinging it down the field. He took his check downs, which were good. He threw a couple touchdowns, which was good. But we can look at his numbers here. Let's see what we got going on here. We got Gardner Minshew here. His numbers say he was 20 for 25, 245 yards passing with 2 touchdowns, 4 rushes for 11 yards with a QBR of 78.4. And yeah, so his total yards, he had 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. The rushing stats as a whole was 185 yards, 1 touchdown. The top target was Dallas Goedert for 105 and 2 touchdowns. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some pretty good stats there. But as you see, we ran the ball 41 times, but still only ended up with 185 yards of rush yards. That's the last 5-6 weeks. We've been running the ball 40 times. We definitely be getting like 250 yards. So that is one thing you guys got to realize. But a guy like Gardner the run game would be a little bit harder to get more yards just for the simple fact that Jalen Hurts is a big threat with his arm, and he can definitely pull some attention away from those running backs to give them more clear lanes. So let's go look at, let's look at a couple other things I want to look at. I want to look at the difference between Gardner Minshew games and the other 5 games that we won this season. Let's go through them, and then we'll all make a little assessment at the end here how we felt about it. We got the Broncos game here where Jalen Hurts was 16 for 23, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, 55 rushing yards with a 66.3 QBR, totaling 233 yards total with 2 touchdowns. The rushing attack stats was 214 total rushing yards. The top target that game, Devontae Smith with 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good, man. You see the difference. Jalen had 55 of those yards, but the rush game was a little bit higher with the same amount of attempts. We're going to go down to the Lions game. The Lions game, Jalen didn't throw for too much. He went 9 for 4, 103, 71 yards with a 94.4 QBR, totaling 174 yards with no touchdowns. But the rushing attack, over 40 carries for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert being the lead receiver that day with 6 receptions for 72 yards. We got the Panthers game. Jalen Hurts went 22 for 37, 264, 30 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. Really bad QBR and 27.9, but he accounted for 294 yards, 2 touchdowns. The rushing attack had 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, and the top target was Devontae Smith with 7 catches and 77 yards that game. We got 2 more here. We got the Falcons game, which was the first game of the season where Jalen Hurts went 27 for 35, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. 64 yards rushing with a 54.1 QBR, totaling 328 yards of offense with 3 touchdowns. The rushing attack had 173 yards with one of those touchdowns being on the ground. So, that's another good one there. That's another good one. I like that one too as well. We think we got one more here. We got the Saints game where Jalen Hurts went 13 for 24 with 147 yards passing, 18 for 69 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. 61.2 QBR with 216 total yards, 3 touchdowns. And those touchdowns were on the ground where the ground game had 232 yards with 3 touchdowns. Top target that game. Both Goddard and Devontae Smith had 61 and 62 yards. So you guys see the productions here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty close. You know what I'm saying? But like they said earlier, Jalen Hurts was let me get that off. Hold on one second. They were preparing for Gardner Minshew. For Jalen Hurts that game. So Gardner Minshew came in, pocket passer. They weren't really ready for that. But at the same time, Gardner had a good game. We're not taking nothing away from that at all. But I just want to show you just the difference of level. 41 rushes to only have 175 yards. Even though Miles Sanders was the first time a back had 100 yards, which is good for us. But at the same time, he even said in his post-game press conference that it was a little bit harder to get those yards with Jalen Hurts being out of the game. So, there's good and there's bad to come with Gardner Minshew. That's for sure. Let's see, where was I at in the checks here? I have a theory that it was Gardner's first game. So we can't tell if he really the guy or not, but we all know he's a guy because he has with the Jags and stuff. Yeah, he did. He had some good games with the Jets. He had some bad games with the Jets too. That's why the Jags let him go and drafted, Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence over there. So, there is a reason why he was given up for a 6th-round pick too as well. So everybody got to keep that in perspective as well. I'm not going to lie, Minshew had some duck throws up there. Yes, he did. The touchdown to Goddard, the first one, that was a duck throw. You look at the one he threw to Quez Walker, where Quez had to literally come back to catch it and then turn around and get his momentum going up. That was a duck throw. So there was definitely some, the Dallas Goddard one, touchdown. So there was definitely some throws that could have been thrown better. Those are the same things we critique Jalen Hurts on doing. So, I don't know. I think that Jalen Hurts is the guy. He's earned his right to continue to be the guy, and we got to let him play it out. He said, late to the chat. He's a good backup, not a starter. Facts, man. Facts. Shout out to you. We got 25 in here. Make sure everybody hit that like. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button and post notification bell. It goes a long way to get this content out to other Eagle fans like you guys. So, Eagle fans are bugging. Yes, I think they're tripping. I feel like like I said, if Minshew would have came out 400 and something yards, throwing bombs left and right, scoring touchdowns, then you might have something to say about it. But that was just another average game for what we've been doing. He didn't throw more balls. He only threw 25 passes. That's what we've been doing recently anyway, running the ball 40 sometimes, passing the ball like 20 sometimes. That's the same, recipe. And actually, if you've seen the game, you would notice that Nick schemed these guys open perfectly, man. Most of his passes were all wide open passes. Like there was not a defender near him, So it was one of them things where I feel like if Jalen was in there, he could have did a little bit more maybe, or at least done what the same thing Minshew did for that game. I think people are really hard on Jalen. He said 2 of those TDs. Yeah, on the other one too, he did kind of let up a little bit. Yeah, Dallas had to wait for it, Jadis. If that was a defense might have been picks. Yeah, it could have been some picks if they were a little bit better. I agree. He said that's true. They are similar, but Minshew is more accurate. Them's the facts. Really, I don't know what I don't know what you're saying. I showed you guys stats like Jalen's been accurate. You guys act like Jalen never went on a streak of completing 8 or 9 balls in a row. That's just he's done it before. He did it numerous times this year. leading us back for the wins and just get us in position to try to win those games. So the thing is, like, either of them have a real arm, but the good news is Hurts can learn to be more accurate. That's a fact. Hurts can learn. He's only 23 years old, 16 games in the league. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's a full season now, but like even WP said, this is like his freshman year. I mean, his rookie year. So everybody just needs to realize that he's learning. But the fact that you guys know that he is progressing every single week, getting a little bit better, a little bit better. You're seeing him in the pocket a little bit cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Moving around. Our line's getting better as a whole. These guys are developing, working together really good, giving everybody a little bit more time. So, I think nothing but good things you're going to see for the rest of the season from Jalen Hurts. Like he is young. The only way that Jalen can get better in a lot of these situations is time. Jalen hasn't seen every coverage. He hasn't seen every defense. He hasn't seen what every team would try to do to stop him. Every defensive coordinator is a little bit different to the point where they're going to try different tactics, to get them rattled. So, some teams been done a good job with it. Some teams messed up and he tears them up with his legs. Either way, that's the benefit of having a dual threat quarterback, though. You go Falcons game, he was 77%. Yep. Maybe Jalen could learn from Gardner. Well, I think the one thing, if I was Jalen Hurts, right, that I would have took from that game, sitting out watching Minshew is, sometimes you don't have to go for the big ball. Just go ahead and check it down to your running backs and let's live to see another game. But other than that, like I really don't see too many other things that he could have really learned from Minshew out of that game. Like we said, they both had some duck balls before. Minshew wasn't putting it 100% on the money. He had wide open targets. So it wasn't like it was huge, like, oh my God, did you see that throw? Did you see that throw? We were just excited we seen touchdowns, and especially how the defense was giving up those touchdowns early. I thought it was about to be a bad game. That Hurts really needs to work on his mechanics and accuracy this offseason. They will pull Hurts if he has another Giants game. Yeah, that's possible, But all quarterbacks have bad games. I don't know if they're pulling. I don't know what kind of organization would be if you just go out and pull a guy because he has a bad game. Patrick Mahomes had plenty of bad games this year. And listen, all these quarterbacks on my name, they all, except for Aaron Rodgers, have more turnovers than Jalen Hurts right now. Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, the guys you want to come to the team and be our quarterback. These guys are struggling a little bit harder than Jalen Hurts is even struggling this year. Jalen only has 8 turnovers or 9 turnovers the whole season, man. He's been through pretty much the most part the whole season except for these last 4 games and that one game he missed. That's a lot of football playing not to have too many turnovers, especially when 3 of those turnovers came in the same game. So it's not like this guy's out there just giving up the ball left and right. So he said, or was it 71% only bringing up because the potential is there? Definitely, Drew. I agree with you. I'm glad you see it. The potential is definitely there, man. Definitely there. He got it. He got that ick factor. And he got the thing that, the other players, as you see, there's like mentally weak players out there. Carson Wentz was mentally weak. He couldn't handle the pressure being in Philly. Jalen Reagor's struggling with being mentally weak. He couldn't handle the pressure. Devontae Smith getting drafted, another first-round pick, when they already have the fans clamoring saying we should have had Justin Jefferson. This is a mental thing with this guy. Even a little bit with Miles Sanders. He's back on track now, but he was having a little mental block. He wasn't getting the ball enough. It was causing him to have mental errors. Jalen Hurts is doing all this phaseless. He takes all responsibility for everything done, whether he did it or not. You know what I'm saying? Last week, if Reagor, the game before, would have caught that one of those 2 game-winning touchdowns, we have less of this talk. The funny thing to me, and that I even think about, is if you go back 2 games, when he had those 3 rushing touchdowns and didn't even throw a passing touchdown, everybody was saying, oh, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is the guy. But then he turned around and have a bad game. Then all of a sudden he's not the guy no more. We can't be so quick to give up on the guy. You know what I'm saying? Every single quarterback has bad games. From Tom Brady to Aaron Rodgers has bad games. Matt Stafford has bad games. Everybody, go look at the stats. Lamar Jackson threw 4 picks the other day. It's like, come on now. None of those teams are talking about benching their quarterback. So I don't even know why we even talk about it. He said 1869. That can't be right. That was 18 rushes for 69 yards, I think. on that one. This 4-game stretch is when I think we'll know for sure what Jalen can be. The pressure zone, nothing but division opponents and playoff hopes are in his hands. Facts, man. Not only his and Sirianni's hands, because I think this is the chance for these coaches to get out of the doghouse. Sirianni's kind of been out of the doghouse for a couple of games now. He done called like 6 straight games where he did have some good play calling out there. JG's the guy that needs to come out of the doghouse because even at the beginning of last game, there's no reason in heck that the Jets should have put up 18 put. It would have been 21 points if their kicker knew how to kick. That's just unacceptable, man. This defense that he's calling got to go. We need a more attack style defense. And if he can't bring it, we might have to let him go and bring someone in that can. Because, the players that we have are wasting their talents out there, dropping back in coverage, reading, reacting. Like, that's not Eagle football. And I think he needs to understand that. These division games mean more than anything. Forget the 6 wins that we have. We are 0-2 in the division, and it's time for the Eagles to change that and change that right now. You know what I'm saying? 0-2 is not good. We got to play these guys 2 times a year, every single year, my God. Every single year. So those are the games we need to win. We need to make a statement in. So, and I really think we can do it because I don't think the Giants are going to beat us the next time around. I don't think the Cowboys are going to beat us the next time around. Those are 2 teams I don't think they're going to beat us. We're going to split with both of those guys. And it's going to be up to us to go in there and handle our business against the Washington football team. They are a good football team, but they can be beat. And we need to beat them twice. So hopefully that works out and that gets done. Yes, make sure you hit that like. Yeah, much love to you. Thank you. Drew says, I like Minshew. I thought Jacksonville did him dirty. The issue he has is his arm strength. You get around it with timing. True that. You know what I'm saying? He showed that he can get around some of that arm strength with the timing. Some of those balls were thrown early, in nice areas where, yeah, the receiver had to slow down and stop for him, but they still got to their target and they still, 2 of them were still touchdowns on, and people were still able to make plays with them, even though with the lack of arm talent. So, yeah, I agree with you on that one, the timing. And that's Jalen Hurts' thing. But you got to realize, Minshew's been in the league for a couple of years now. He had his chance to be the guy in Jacksonville. He can capitalize on it. But he's also seen a lot more coverages than Jalen Hurts has. And that's really where the timing thing, the key things are. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone one of these small receivers get jammed up at the line, that's messing up all timing, you know. So they're all young on the offensive side of the ball. We just gotta let them grow and let them grow together. Just shake my head. It's Jalen Hurts' job to keep. Facts. Shout out to you, Facebook user. Make sure you hit that StreamYard link in the Facebook. They'll let us see who's on the other line there instead of just saying Facebook user. That'd be tight. Fly Eagles Fly, Peace 85. What up, blessed people? How's everybody tonight? Think Eagles need to stick with Hurts? Yes, they do. I think Eagles need to stick with Hurts, and that's a fact. I agree 100%, man. Win or lose, let him finish out this year. And I really think he's probably even earned an opportunity to come back next year. You know what I'm saying? What he's done. Think about the wins, man. We wouldn't be in the situation. Everybody thought we were going to do the same as last year, maybe a little worse than last year. And look at this man. He got us here, sitting here at 6-7. You know, possibly if Dallas beats Washington, we go into the 7th spot, and then we just got to win out. Or even if Washington beat Dallas, I think Dallas might still lose to the Cardinals. That'd be 2 games. We are 2 games behind them. We win out. And guess what? We still have an opportunity to be division champions. So Eagles are in the driver's seat. We control our own fate, our own destiny, and we need to hit this, attack this. I think this bye week came at a perfect time because we're going to see guys like Brandon Brooks might be back after the bye. Jalen Hurts will be back after the bye. Miles Sanders going to be back by the bye. You know what I'm saying? We got all these cats going to be healthy. We're going to be the first time we get to see our line with Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson on one side, Mailata and Landon Dickerson on the other side. If we thought the line was good now, wait till Big Brooks get back on that line. It's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think that is the strength of our football team. It's rushing the ball right now, and I don't think any of these teams are going to be able to stop it. If they couldn't stop it with Brooks out, I doubt they're going to stop it with Brooks in. That's for sure. Or to lose. Yeah, true that. What up, Pimpin'? How you doing? He says, this is Jalen's job to lose. If he chokes, he's done in Philly and only will be a backup quarterback, never a franchise. That's possibility. If he chokes, he chokes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really think he's going to choke. And it's not just all on Hurts. These offense and defense coordinators got to call the right plays. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Nick's been calling the right plays the last 6 weeks. So we've been seeing the benefits, having more wins. What, 4 out of 5 wins? Over the last 6 games or 5 games. We won 4 of them because we changed to a running style offense. A lot of those games that we lost in the beginning, if we were running the ball the way we're running the ball now, we probably don't even have these losses. And we probably wouldn't be sitting here worried about if the Cowboys win or if the Redskins win. We'll be sitting there looking pretty in a 6 or 4 seed right now. But it didn't happen. These guys developed, and now we're going to see, with this bye and everybody getting healthy, can you come out of the bye strong and attack these division games? Damn well, if Hurts made those throws that Minshew made, you would be giving praise to Hurts. What do you mean? I'm saying that I think Hurts could have made every single throw that Minshew threw. He didn't have any wild throws to me in that game. Did he do good? Yes. Am I taking anything away from Minshew's game? Not at all. But he did not have any wild throws. There was nothing special in those games that made me think Hurts could have made the same plays. But you got to realize, too, they called a different game with Hurts being out, too. Less RPOs, more just traditional style running, traditional drop back passes, play action. And I think he needs to start looking at Hurts like, stop looking at him as a weapon and start looking at his offense as a whole and catch rhythm like he did in the beginning of this game with Hurts in the game. You ain't got to run an RPO because he's a dual threat quarterback. You can go run your normal offense and let him make the plays on his own. That's when he's playing his best anyway. That's when he has his best games. Like I showed you guys, he's had games where he threw for 2, 3 touchdowns in games. That's happened already. So, you just got to play. It's all the way the coaches coach, and that's how far we'll get. What up, my guy? Jinx in the building. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a great night over there. He said, they need to stop running the RPO with Hurts, give him traditional play. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Exactly. I agree. Don't just because he's a dual threat don't mean you got to run him into the ground. Let him run on his own when he needs to get out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have a couple of design runs in there, but you don't have to make the focal point of him controlling the run and him having to make decisions on every single play. Run your traditional offense. Let these guys ball out the way they do. Can't stay long. Got to go to bed for school. Hey, much love for even stopping by, my guy. It was a little bit later than normal. Had some things going on. Had to take care of some family time stuff and some other things. But I still got on here. I was gonna go to sleep for a second, but I decided no, I got to get my fans. I told them I'm gonna be BIRDGANG Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night we're gonna be doing late night with BIRDGANG, and I'm gonna keep that up. He said these people are already out of on Hurts. I disagree with that. Quarterbacks need 3, 4 years to determine whether it will be. We can't cut his time short. Facts, man. I agree with you too, Nick. Man, that's the thing. The league has turned to that where just because a couple of people come out and they're like that, boom, they catch it like that, they catch fire like that, they're moving, they're grooving. You know what I'm saying? That everybody just thinks everybody's gonna do that, and that's not even the way life is. That's not the way football is. That's not the way NFL is. Like I told you, all the great quarterbacks took 2, 3 years to become great. Peyton Manning, man, first year, 16 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Next year, 28 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Like it took him a minute to understand the defenses to the point where then he start, calling his own offensive plays, becoming the GOAT that he was. Tom Brady, first 3 Super Bowls, game manager. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't putting up big numbers till he had Randy Moss. And then after that, he's ended up, that was already like, 4 or 5 years into it. So then he was able to read the defenses. And that's when he took over and became the GOAT that he is today. You know what I'm saying? Patty Mahomes didn't do that much. Russell Wilson, their first years, they weren't all out there reading all these defenses. The coaches put them in good position to make plays, and that's how they made plays. But they also have mistakes, and they also have learning curves. Josh Wilson. The list goes on and on. Every quarterback it does, and we definitely got to give this guy some more time. He's young, 23 years old. Think what you were doing at 23. How much of the NFL you probably knew about at that time. So the Giants game was very bad. Yes, it was a horrible game. It was a horrible game. I'm not denying that was Jalen's worst game as a pro. And that was a roach game our offense played it as a whole. What I'm saying? The fact that we couldn't muster another touchdown against the Giants, my guy, with that defense, the way they were playing, man, that was a game our defense did their job. It always seems like this year it's either offense does their job and the defense doesn't, or the defense does their job and the offense doesn't. It goes back and forth, back and forth. This last little 4-game stretch, we need both sides on the same accord playing some good football if we want any chance of making it to the playoffs. You know, he said, I'm going to keep saying it takes Jalen out a shotgun so much. I'm going to keep saying this take Jalen out of shotgun so much. Yeah, man, he doesn't need to be in shotgun every single down. And it really hinders his ability to make some of these throws and make some of these completions. When you think about a 7-step drop, that 7-step drop is meant for a reason. So by the time you hit that 7th step, the receiver should be open. So you don't have to worry about when you're in a shotgun, you're eyeing down that receiver the whole time because you're waiting for him to make that break. You put him in a traditional off and let him take those 7 steps. So by the time he swings his head around looking at his first read, guess what? The guy could be open because no one knows who's he throwing the ball to. There's a lot of advantages by running a normal style offense instead of that shotgun stuff all the time. He said, I'd rather have a running quarterback than a pocket quarterback. I've always been a fan of running quarterbacks. Yeah, man, there's definitely a lot of benefits. Like I said, you heard Miles Sanders say at the end of the press conference that it was a little bit harder to get those yards than it would be if Jalen was in the game. I think if Jalen was in the game, we probably would have ran for like 270 against the Jets, and we probably could have put up some more points. People don't look at the other side of that. They're facts. They put Minshew under center a lot. I don't get it. Yeah, because he knows that Minshew needs that, and that Jalen needs it too. Though, you need to have Jalen under center a lot more, man. You get a lot better play. You get a lot better play out of him. He said, "I like Hurts, and I want him to work out for many reasons, but he has to progress." And everybody, not even just Hurts. Um, Devontae Smith needs to progress. Quez Watkins needs to progress. Rager definitely needs to progress. Miles Sanders needs to progress. All these young cats, Landon Dickerson, Mailata, everybody on our offense needs to progress and get better. Our coaching staff needs to progress and get better. They're only going to get better as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's on that path where they all need to learn. They all need to keep working together. And the longer these guys, work together, people don't realize Jalen Hurts, ever since college, has had a different offensive coordinator every single year. It'll be good to see what Jalen does next year, when he comes into the same system, where he can actually learn the ins and outs, the goods and bads of this system, and actually know what plays work best with him. We're still under find out mode, with Jalen and Nick, and their little couple pairing that they got going on there. So if Jalen goes out there injured and gets re-injured and Marshall saves the season, oh, don't Jalen get his job back? Yeah, I think no matter what, Jalen, for the end of this year, now if you want to bring him back next year and have a quarterback controversy, hey, be my guest. Because that's what the offseason for. Compete. I don't think Jalen would be scared of Gardner Minshew coming for his job. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'd be willing to compete at that time. He knows if he's hurt, he's hurt. Nick said he wanted to play that game, but they didn't let him. It was a smart move by Nick, too, that it was a Jets. We supposed that beat him, period. There should be no reason, whether Jalen played or not, that we shouldn't have got that W like we did. So, if the brass trades for Wilson, should they try and get Lockett as well? Don't agree with them doing this for your information. That's a good one, man. Wilson got, guys, do you not know the Seahawks? What are they? 4 games? They won 4 games this year. And Wilson has Lockett. He has DK. He has some running backs over there. They have a couple of tight ends on there. They got just as much talent as we do, if not a couple even better. I think Lockett and DK is better than Devontae Smith and Rager or Quez Watkins at this point in their career. They've seen a lot more. They've done a lot more, and they produce at a higher level. So the fact that he can't do it with them, you're probably going to have to bring somebody else over, to give them that extra edge if we do get them, and then think all the money we have to pay them. Man, that's just a problem waiting to happen. I want us to enjoy. The salary cap went up to what, 209 or 208? So that means we're going to have like 35, $40 million next year, in the offseason, plus 3 first-round picks. And that's enough to beef up this defense and get whatever free agents we need to add to this team to make us a dominant team next year. So I think that should be the plan. That should be the only plan the Eagles think about having. And that's to be the plan they execute this year. And everybody should pray to God that Jalen Hurts is that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because what do you guys want to do? If we stay on this track where we're only giving quarterbacks a year, 2 years, and not panning out, by the time they learn the system, you're kicking them out. You kick them out. We're going to be going through this the rest of our time until we stop doing it. You got to be patient with these guys. You got to give them time to grow, give them time to develop in new schemes, and everything will be fine, man. I think everybody should think Jalen Hurts is the guy. Like he's showing you enough, man. You can get an hour and a half, 2 hour long highlight tape of just Jalen Hurts, balling out with no errors. If you cut out all the bad plays and just put all his good plays up there, you'll see tons of playmaking ability. He said, I am a fan of the defense, and this defense was trash last game. They were straight trash, Drew. Straight trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were garbage that first half. Now, in the second half, they did shut them down. They should have shut them down in the first half. I'm tired of them letting these quarterbacks go out there and look like they're all-world quarterbacks in the first half. And, yes, we pick it up in the second half. But against good teams, that's never going to fly. That's never going to fly. Because those are the games that we didn't come back this year, that we should have won and didn't come back because the defense let these guys tear us up in the beginning. And yes, they played better in the second half. Now you got Jalen Hurts trying to be Superman, bringing us back, and we run out of time, or Barnett makes a stupid penalty, or someone doesn't catch a game-winning touchdown. You know what I'm saying? The shoulda, woulda, coulda's come out. So Gannon got to get together. Whatever he's doing, we need to stop being that team that has to wait to halftime to make adjustments to play better. We need to be the team that, kind of like they do their offense sometimes. Be the defense that attacks and is aggressive to make the offense adjust to them. We shouldn't always be adjusting to the offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to make them offense adjust to us, as opposed to us always trying to adjust to them. Because you see at halftime, when we make those adjustments, those offense start looking a lot worse and our defense looks a lot better. We need to set the tone every game early. First play, first drive, first series, everything on offense and defense come together as a whole unit and go kick some butt. I think the Eagles have enough talent to beat anybody. I said it all year long. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep saying it. I don't really feel like we should lose another game. Like I said, I don't feel like we're getting swept by Dallas. I don't feel like we're getting swept by the Giants. And I think we can sweep the Washington football team. They are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these are going to be easy games. We're blowing them out or nothing. But I do think we have the ability to beat these guys. What up, Coach Dante? How you doing, my guy? Shout out to big Coach Dante in the building. Either running quarterback risk a lot more injuries. Yeah, that's true, but he's not injury prone quarterback. Like if that was something that he was always, getting hurt and stuff, like he got any major injuries in college or something, then you'll worry about it. But Jalen Hurts is a strong boy. He's an ox. You've seen how much he was benching when he goes and lifts weight with the linemen, my guy. You know what I'm saying? What other quarterback is in there with linemen lifting the same kind of weight they lifting? Jalen Hurts built for this. He's built for this. I will say this. The defense did adjust in the second half. Somewhat, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we can't keep waiting for the second half, man. Do you wait till the second half on Dallas and see what they don't like? The problem is we get letting these quarterbacks get into rhythm, and only the crappy ones get out of the rhythm. Like the good quarterbacks, if you let them get in the rhythm early, it's a wrap, man. We're not going to be able to keep up with them every single down. No one even punted to the third or fourth quarter of the last game. That's not good. Anytime this is like our second or third game where there wasn't punts. That's horrible for defense. You know what I'm saying? Like every game, your defense should have at least 5 to 6 stops where they have to punt the ball. It's not normal for a team to go a whole half of football and most of the second half of football not punt the ball. And I don't think that's good defense at all. That's trash. What up, chat? He said, Drew, the reason they had Jalen and shotgun because it helps them read the D and the plays are easier and shotgun. No, I don't like that. I don't agree with that statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree Maybe no, because they run a lot of RPO, and RPOs basically ran out of shotgun formation, so that's the reason why I think they kept him in shotgun so much. But I definitely don't agree that it's easier. Um, the plays are easier in a shotgun. Like I said before, if you got a 5-step drop play or a 7-step drop play, if you don't take those steps, man, you know, you're messing up the whole timing, and you're making him have to stare down these receivers because he's sitting there waiting for the receiver to get open. As opposed to if you line him up under center, he'll take those steps and turn around and fire the ball. You know, he don't have that much turnover because he runs a lot and not throws as much. But turnovers are fumbles too. You know, these other quarterbacks I told you about, they got fumbles. They got interceptions and fumbles. I wasn't just saying interceptions. I was saying turnovers in general. He don't fumble the ball. Remember, everybody said at the beginning of this year, "Oh, Jalen's going to have like 13 turnovers this year because he's going to intercept the ball. He runs a lot, so he's going to be fumbling the ball." Where are they at? That's what I'm saying. He hasn't done these things that everybody expected him to do, and he has not done. Turnovers come from a lot of different ways. They're not just interceptions. You think if he got all those carries with all those yards, you would have seen a couple more fumbles too. I think they put him in shotgun so much because that is what he did in college. Doug put him under center. Yeah, Doug did put him under center. And Oklahoma he did run a little bit more shotgun, I will say. Alabama was a mix. You know what I'm saying? They run a pro style offense over there in Alabama, so that was a little bit more mixed. But Lincoln Riley did have him in shotgun a lot. And I think Sirianni does probably think he's more comfortable there, but you can't play college ball in the NFL. You gotta play NFL ball. And NFL is you run a traditional offense. Is Hurts anything more than a gadget quarterback? Jay Ivy says. I think it's more than a gadget quarterback. Like I need you guys to really grasp the stats that this man's put up in 16 games, man. When they say that this guy is all time, listen, all time in touchdowns and yards at the quarterback position. And a lot of people first argument, well, a lot of those yards came in garbage time. Who cares? This is all time, my guy. If you don't think that every one of those quarterbacks, when they say all time, had garbage time stats, then you're ridiculously misled because every quarterback gets the same amount within the season. There's a lot of people have garbage time stats. A lot of people have, regular good stats. And I think Jalen Hurts' combined yardage keeps him in the top 10, man. That's top 10 all time, man. There's thousands and thousands of quarterbacks that came through the league. You know what I'm saying? So he is definitely on a good pace with room to grow. I'm not saying he's there yet. He has a bright future if he keeps up what he's doing. There's a lot of recently bias from the Giants' loss injury. Didn't win against the Jets. It's bad timing. Sharks who don't like her smell blood in the water. Facts. That's facts, Randall. That is a fact right there. Because there is still fan base that don't like Jalen Hurts for whatever reason that is. Maybe because they want a more traditional passing quarterback, which is good. But I just think when you got a quarterback that's winning for you, you know what I'm saying? You got to let him ride. Jalen's winning. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I believe Jalen wins that game too if he plays. I believe even if we have Flacco, he would have probably won that game. Like I said, each quarterback probably the score would have been a little less production, but it still would have been a W at the end of the day. Still would have been a W. He said Minshew is awesome. Yeah, man, like I said, he had a great game. Not taking nothing away from Minshew at all. I refuse to take anything away from him. He did what he was supposed to do. He had a defense that didn't prepare for him all week. You heard all the Jets players say they didn't prepare for him. They weren't ready for Minshew. They were expecting a running quarterback and Hurts. That's a whole nother game plan. That's a whole nother coverage set that set of coverages that you play in a game. Like, yeah, the coach should have adjusted that, and stopped us, but they kind of did. In the second half, we're going to score 12 points. So they kind of did their thing in the second half as well as we did ours. He says, Jalen Hurts is my quarterback until he's no longer here. And when he's healthy, I will have him as the quarterback. But right now, who gives us the best chance to win? I don't know. I just want to win. Facts. At the end of the day, that's all that matters who can neither one of these guys can be here. Like if we go get into one of these other quarterbacks, I doubt either one of these guys will be here. But like I said, I think it's too early to pull the plug on Hurts. Take advantage of his rookie contract for over the next 2 years. Take advantage of the salary cap relief where you can set up this team for success. Have every whole field. So then let Jalen Hurts be that missing link you need to get over the top. Kind of like what the Rams did with what that boy name not Matthew Matthew Stafford. They had Goff all the years. They filled out all the other positions on the roster, and they let Goff keep playing. Goff kept getting them to the playoffs, couldn't get them over the hump. Guess what? Goff's gone. Boom. Enter Matthew Stafford. Now they look like a Super Bowl competing team. The jury's still out on them. They still got to win it. But you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of recipe the Eagles need to do. Fill all the other holes. We got a lot of veterans that are going to be gone next year. Nelson probably not going to be here next year. He's been getting up a lot of stuff lately. I'm not liking the way he's playing. Harris is hit or miss, depending on what we do at the safety position in the offseason, who's available. He might not be here next year. Kels might retire next year. You don't know if he's going to be here. We need to do something with Brandon Graham. I mean, not Brandon Graham, Brandon Brooks, because Brandon Brooks hasn't played a full season in like 3 years. We can't keep having that. Even though when he's healthy, he is one of the best, but he can't stay healthy. And let's see if he even finishes out this season not getting hurt. That would be a plus for us. But let's see if that even happens. So, like there's a lot of holes. Lane Johnson only got a couple more years. Slay only got a couple more years. We need to inject this team with some more youth, but talent, high draft pick talent. I don't want to use any of those first three round picks moving back in the draft, man. I want to keep them all as high as they can be because we make the playoffs, our picks going to be 19 or above. You know what I'm saying? The way the Colts are playing, that looks like a high teens pick. Miami keep winning. That's going to be another high teens pick. But 3 picks in your top 32, yes, that means 3. We should at least get 2 starters out of that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about linebacker, DN, lineman would be my 3. Or if you get a linebacker, DN, safety, or corner, that'll be my 3 too. Either way you go, because we definitely do need another lineman, and we need for depth, and we need a safety or cornerback. We asked him to be consistent. He hasn't stepped up. 0-2 in the division, and you keep saying 0-2 in the division like it's all Jalen Hurts' fault that we're 0-2 in the division. Like no one can blame Jalen. The Dallas Cowboy game, we didn't run the ball. That's why we lost that game. You can't go in there just trying to have a shootout, a passing shootout with the Cowboys. You got to keep that offense off the field, control the clock, run the ball down their throat. We run the ball that game, I think there's a different outcome, just like the rest of the games in that stretch. That was within the first 6 games where we didn't run the ball at all. It is crazy to even think that we are the number 1 rushing team in the NFL without even really running the ball those first 6 games. That's crazy to me. I don't know if you guys think it's crazy, but I think that's kind of crazy. Because we really didn't run the ball at all. And that was our Achilles. That's why we started winning games. It wasn't just the teams we were playing. It's because we started running the ball. It's that simple, man. They had Minshew under center because he reads a lot faster and knows where he's going and his progression. No, but the same reasons why that is just the reason why you keep quarterbacks in, under center is so when you're making your drop backs. But like I said, man, I played football all the way to semi-pro, man. I was a quarterback until I stopped growing. And you're like, yeah, your line's too big for you to be quarterback. I'm like, you're right. I'll stick to running back. But man, that matters. That 5-step, there's a different reason. The ball comes out a lot quicker when you're in the 5-step than the 7-step for a reason. That's routes. That's how many yards they're running. When they're going to make their breaks, when they're supposed to be open, you need to go through that progression. You can't have a 5 and 7-step drop play scheme going on when your quarterback's in shotgun. That just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a disadvantage to Jalen. What up, Rich MC? How you doing tonight, my guy? He said, we just want to win football games. I told Jalen Hurts accountable for the Eagles' loss, but what quarterback doesn't have games like that? Facts. And what quarterbacks have games like that and still bounce back in the second half and put 2 dimes for a game-winning touchdown? 2 times. Threw perfect balls. Talk about accuracy. The first one was straight money. Second one's even more money. Perfect balls to a wide open receiver. And everybody's like, why you went to Rager? He's a number one draft pick. Why wouldn't you go to your number one draft pick in a situation like that? Rager dropped that. He should have caught that. You know, he can step up in the moment. Watch him under center. The timing is better. And shotgun, they run RPO more time. He takes a deep drop in the crowd. He reads the end, and then the linebacker's too much. Yeah, facts. He does. It's more time. RPO is run pass option, right? So when you're doing that first run option part, whether he's gonna hand it off, run it himself, by the time he's deciding, if he wants to freaking throw the ball, most of those times, especially early in the season, he has someone right on his tail anyway. So that's the real reason why he was only making it to the first two, one or two reads. You know what I'm saying? When you got someone running your tail, you're looking upfield like, oh, who's open? Let me throw this ball. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare Hurts to Corcoran. He has to earn that. Yeah, but that's exactly. But I'm saying you like guys like that. That proves my point. You can't compare him to elite quarterbacks because he's not elite. Yes, right. But you can't compare to his turnovers. You can't compare how he's playing compared to these elite quarterbacks. Like these quarterbacks that have been in the league for years, just because they've been in the league for years, they should make less mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They should look that much better in games than a guy that's only played 15 games. See, I don't understand how when people say that. You're not the first one to say that too. They're like, well, you can't compare them to these league guys. They earned the right to have bad games. No, man. Every year there's a new group of NFL players, and they all need to earn it that year. If you ain't earning that year, that's when you find out if good quarterbacks are good anymore, or if you need to move on from the good quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen's earned the fact to have some bad games. No one even expected us to get 6 wins, and it's looking like we're gonna have more than that by the end of the season. So, you know what I'm saying? And that was a lot of people this offseason saying, oh, 5, 6 wins, that's what the Eagles is. It's going to be better because it's better than 4, And I said more too. I said I was just drinking the Kool-Aid, 13-4, 12-5, but I still think my floor, I always said, was 10-7, and I think we can win out and get 10-7. So we'll see if that works out either way. He said, so if Gardner had a bad game or played terrible, we're going to say Jalen needs to be thrown back in there in a full season. Only has full season. I still don't know if he's the guy. Facts, man. We got to find that out. We definitely got to find it out. We got to make sure he gets his battle test in. You know what I'm saying? Let him have a passing or failing grade by the end of the season. And like I told you guys before, Gardner Minshew has had his opportunity to be a bona fide star in the league. His arm strength is a huge question. His turnovers are a huge question. If you don't think that if they schemed up Gardner Minshew, like the same reason why, everybody said Jalen had that success the first game against the Saints, because they weren't schemed up ready for Jalen Hurts. They didn't have no tape on him. But no one had tape on Gardner Minshew. They were even thinking that Jalen Hurts was going to play all the way up to game day, meaning their whole week they were practicing for a running quarterback, less of the passing and more of the running. So it's just a lot easier for them to get exposed to this game and for Gardner to have a good game. But I'm going to continue to support him as long as he's here. Facts. That's what we got to do. We are fans, and we're fans. We're not fans of players. We're fans of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the whole team. You know what I'm saying? We got to ride or die with whoever's back there, whether Gardner's back there, whether it's Hurt back there, whether they go get Nick Foles, bring him back. Whoever is back there at our quarterback position, guess what? We can't control that. But what we can control is the faith in our team moving forward. And I think we all need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to, let the analysts, analyze all the critiques of these players. You know what I'm saying? They get paid to do stuff like that. We need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't have your opinions about your favorite players or whatnot. But at the same time, if you're going to do it to one, you got to do it to both. I don't hear very many people talking about his underthrows that he threw this last week. Oh, he did so great, but he only threw 25 passes. Just like they were saying, oh, Jalen Hurts doesn't throw that much. And he threw like 20 to 25 passes. So it's like the same things can be said about both quarterbacks. People say Gardner Minshew is bad because the Jags went 1-16 and Deshaun Watson went 4-13 with Texans because his team sucked. Yeah, exactly. They did. Both teams sucked big time. But at the same time, Um, I think the year before the Jazz went 1-16, they had Minshew on the team, and he had a better winning record with the team. You know what I'm saying? To me, Minshew reminds me of a young version of Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's hot and cold. He's streaky. He's a streaky quarterback. You can get him hot. He wins some games for you. Makes some nice passes, but he's also going to have some bad games and bad turnovers too. You know what I'm saying? That 1-16 is not all because it was just such a crappy Jags team. He made a lot of mistakes that year. That BG31, I'm glad the sports talk radio and the call-ins are not overreacting to this win. The Jets, facts, man. I thought they were going to be a lot worse than what they are too, and I'm happy. I think it's because Nick came out and said it early that Jalen will start once he's healthy and gets back from the bye, most likely. So I think that kind of didn't give everybody the clickbait they wanted. If he would have sat there and said, "We're not sure, we're going to evaluate it during the bye week," and once we get back from the bye, then we'll see where we're at, and we'll let you know who's our starting quarterback. I think there would have been a lot more talk this week, a lot more conversation about Minshew. But and at the end of the day, they seen it too. They watched the same game we watched. We all watched it. You know, some people are more glamorized from it than others, but we watched it, and it wasn't that great. It was a good game. But at least offensively, the defense sucked ass the whole first quarter. But offensively, it was a good game. But like I said, a lot of those throws were wide open throws. And I can't really remember too many games where Jalen Hurts had that many wide open scheme throws. Everything was schemed right. It's not had nothing to do with him reading. It was about what the play was called, the play calling that was called. But you got to realize every game Nick gets better. Just like Jalen needs to develop, Nick's been developing every single week, understanding what he needs to do. So he is being able to scheme these guys open a lot more now, and his play calling is getting better every game, just like Jalen Hurts is getting better every game. So it's not like, oh my God, they're changing everything up. But yes, every game should be a little bit different because Nick should be getting more and more comfortable with the system and the players around him. Our offensive line is gelling a lot more than they did earlier in the season. When people were getting banged up, injured, and hurt, and you had to throw Landon Dickerson in, who didn't even have a training camp. Landon looks like a beast now. Myalata looks like a beast now. These guys were hurt early, and they came back strong, man. Everybody's just gelling at the right time, and this is a time that we can really make a move. I always tell everybody, this team right here reminds me of the New York Giants. Remember when the New York Giants won the Super Bowl? And they were like a good team that first Super Bowl against the Patriots. But the second Super Bowl time they won the Super Bowl, it was like they weren't as good. No one really expected the Giants to really do anything. They were losing early. The next thing you know, they went on that nice little streak, went all the way to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots when they were undefeated. That's what kind of team I'm looking at us having right now. I'm not saying we're winning Super Bowl. You didn't hear me say that. I'm not saying, oh, Eagles going to Super Bowl or nothing like that. But I'm just telling you, if we can go, we have not won more than 2 games in the ball. If we can go 4 straight right now and hit the playoffs hot, woo, with your running game leading the way, that's how teams win Super Bowls. That's what I'm going to say about that, though. He said Deshaun Watson threw 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Texas defense were ranked 29th in the NFL. Plus, we had practice squad wide receivers. Okay, when was this? Talking about last year? When you guys 1-4? And then it's like, which one are you? Are you the guy that's saying stats matter or don't matter? Because really at the end of the day, people get mad, but it's all about wins. You know what I'm saying? No matter how he did, like Jalen Hurts only threw for 100 and some yards the other day, but he had 3 touchdowns. We won the game. That's all that really matters. I'm not hating on Deshaun Watson. I just don't want him. He costs too much money. You know what I'm saying? Like, teams have those Super Bowl windows open when they have money to build a team around. That's why, you know, Brady kept getting those bonuses, but giving the team friendly deals when it came to salary cap because he knew that he needed to have money for the rest of the team to grow around him. And Belichick made sure he had a team around Brady. Is a good 1-2 combination, and they won a lot of Super Bowls doing it. And I think a lot more quarterbacks need to think about doing that. Instead of pounding the table to be the highest paid quarterback and make that money, think about your team first, man. This is team sport. Think about success, man. Like, some of these players get Nike contracts for $100 million, $200 million. You can make a lot more money winning than you can losing just with off your rookie, off your NFL check. The smart ones do both. You can still make a lot of money. Just because you're not the highest paid quarterback don't mean nothing. Be the 10th highest paid, but then guess what? Your team's winning because your team got money to build around you. You looking good out there, you're going to get endorsements from everywhere, and that money's going to add up. Sometimes that money adds up more than your NFL contract. So you got to be smart up here, man. You got to be smart, be good businessman. A lot of these people, that's why a lot of these NFL stars end up broke after they're out of the league, man. They didn't spend their money right. They didn't make their money right. They didn't let that money work for them. What has Minshew hand sign? They talked about Hurts in the cold weather. What has Minshew in bad weather? I'm not even sure how he does in the cold weather for real, for real. I didn't watch that many Jags games though. I won't even lie to you, and I definitely don't know his hand size. He said, "Come on, Bird Game. Minshew has 20 games. Hurt almost as many." Nah, I guess does he only have 20 games of starting? Or are you saying 20 games in NFL? Because I think he played for Jacksonville 2 years in a row, if not 3 years, and 16 plus 16 last time I checked. Now it was 32 games. So I don't know where the 20 games come from. But if I'm wrong, correct me. But the Bird and Jags had the 31st worst defense in 2020. That's why Jags' record was awful. Be real. Yeah, but like just because they have a 31st ranked defense doesn't mean you lose. You only win one game. There's been plenty of teams that have bad defenses and got more than one win. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not blaming it all on Minshew, but at the same time, the team. You can't just blame the defense either. The offense sometimes got to win games for you, just like the defense got to win games for you. It's a team sport. You need both sides to win. And when you only win 1 to 3 games in a 16-game season, that's not good on nobody's end. Richie said Jimmy G or Minshew as backup in 2020 season. Minshew. I think we should re-sign him if he doesn't get a starting job somewhere out there. I would love Minshew to be our backup quarterback. Why not? Why not? He did good. He only get better in the system. The more he's in the system, if Jalen Hurts we don't have to worry about Jalen Hurts if he gets hurt running the ball like everybody says. You have a solid backup to come in there and win a couple of games till you get back. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Let's see if this Hurts thing is, a trending thing where he gets hurt a lot. This is the first time this season he's been hurt. So let's see if he gets hurt a lot, or is this just a freak accident? It just happened in the game. It's football, man. People get hurt all the time. But let's see if he's injury prone, or was this just a freak accident? He said, the running game got us here, and this is the ultimate team sport, not the Hurt show. The running game did get us here to these wins, but actually, Jalen Hurts helped the running game out because he had a lot of those yards. When you see the 250 yards and Jalen Hurts has 70 of them, that's a lot. He's the leading rusher on our football team. So he's part of that running game for sure. He's dual threat, meaning he's part of that running game. When you're scoring 3 touchdowns running the ball, it's not the Hurts show, but he is the captain of the ship. He's the leader of our team. We got to rock with him. Not all on Hurts. It's a team sport, like you said. Like I said, it's a team sport. That's why some of those games the offense played good and the defense didn't. We lost some of those games too. Did Minshew have a lot of garbage time stats then? Just asking. Yeah, I bet you he did. Every quarterback get garbage time stats, whether you're losing or winning, period. All the greats. Every quarterback that play a full season gets garbage time stats. And Drew, I agree again. Yeah, keeping Jalen out of the center, out of center doesn't do him any favors at all, man. And it doesn't help with his progression. He's young. He's gonna be staring people down. Young quarterbacks do that. They want to make the plays. They're looking. Put them just like we said. Let them give some normal handoffs. Stop putting everything on his plate like that, and put them in normal dropbacks. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Let them hand off some time, go in a normal drop back, boom. The play action works better. The progression works better. It keeps the defensive secondary honest. They don't see him staring at nobody when he's backpedaling, going through his progression. And when he's taking this drop, they don't see him. He's not staring down nobody. He's going through the play. Boom, play action. All right. Now he's whipping his head around to see who's open. By that time, receivers are already 7 or 8 yards down the field making their move. You gotta let them guys do their thing, man. Like it's everybody knows it's just not smart. No one with a winning record just sits in shotgun all game long. No one. That's college stuff. Minshew had like 20 stars. Hurts 16. Minshew had 5.3 rushes attempt. Hurts had is 5.8, almost the same. What do you mean by that? Like, did you not see the stats? Minshew only had like what I mean yards he had? Minshew had 4 attempts for 11 yards, my guy, and he struggled when he got that 11 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. 41 rushes, and Minshew had 4 of them for 11 yards. Let's go to a game where Hurts had he still had 2 touchdowns, 16 for 28. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty accurate day. You know what I'm saying? It's 55 yards rush and 2 touchdowns. And we still rush for 214. Look at the numbers, the rushing numbers. They go up 4 touchdowns rushing. Jalen Hurts had no touchdowns that game, but he still had 71 yards rushing with 103 yards passing. We had 91 yards on the Panthers game, but Jalen had 264 throwing with 2 touchdowns. So either way, either he's rushing a lot and our team's rushing a lot, or he's passing a lot and our team look good. Either way, man, those are all wins. Yeah, you gotta let that one ride, Eagles champ. We tried. They grown. They're gonna handle their business. Kurt Warner has a video on Minshew about his quarterback skills. What big time quarterbacks are talking up? Hurts. Um, Peyton Manning. Hurts practice with Peyton Manning. Hurts practice with Deshaun Watson. Hurts practice with all the good quarterbacks. He's learning from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, even big time quarterbacks like Tony Romo was saying that they think he's going to be good. Donovan McNabb, hell, Dougie P said, give Hurts time, he's going to be fine. He said, divine choke if they lose, but the defense gives up the lead late. Is it Jalen's fault? If the running backs fumble late, costing them the game, and Jalen has an average game, then what? Exactly, man. Y'all act like our losses were Jalen Hurts for the reason. I don't think there was one loss, even that 3 interception game he just had against the Giants. That wasn't Jalen's fault. We lost the game. We should have been played a better offense than that. Everybody was dropping balls that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that touchdown to Ward. He had 3 touchdowns dropped. Ward dropped one. And Gardner Rager dropped 2 that game. So he still put us in position to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the funny thing, like I said, if you add up all the touchdowns that were dropped by Jalen Hurts and then add all the touchdowns that were called back by Jalen Hurts, this guy, if he had these touchdowns, none of us are even saying nothing about Jalen Hurts being accurate or our future quarterback, and that's a fact. Yeah, like I said, we ain't talking about that anymore. It is what it is. That's over. What does it have to do with what I asked? I honestly was curious about what you said. What did you say, random? Let me go back up. Have a lot of. I said, did Minshew have a lot of garbage time stats? Then just asking. Yeah, I'm saying he probably did. Like I said, I didn't watch all the games he played in Jacksonville, but I know Minshew had some good games passing, regardless if they lost or won or not. I'm pretty sure he had some games where he probably lit the defense up a little bit. But like you said, he had the worst defense. So they probably didn't win because the defense gave up too many points. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Sorry about that. So my phone is acting up. Okay. I'm not a Jalen Hurts guy. I'm rooting for starter. Eagles organization, so they don't care what I think. My reason for Jalen's support is because I can't stand giving up on young talented so quick. Yeah, exactly. We can't give up on no one quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody takes time for development. You gotta give these guys their time. After that, that's when you know. You give him 2 years, he still look like he did in year one. I think everybody can agree from game one to the last couple of games, Jalen looked better moving around in the pocket, and that was a big knock on him. You know, it shows that he takes the time out. He tries to get better, and that's all you can really ask from a young quarterback. BG1, did you see the Steven Diggs big drop on Monday Night Football? Could have been a game-changing touchdown, man. I didn't see it. Actually, I didn't. But you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Good players mess up, man. Good players mess up. I'm not even 100% out on Rager. I think we use him better. He might be a better player for us. He goes, BIRDGANG, if Hurts and Minshew had equal yards per attempt, 5, well, it makes Hurts better than Minshew. What are you talking about? You're comparing one game of 11 yards for. Where's the 5? I don't understand. Are you talking about his whole career? So I don't know if that's right either. You've seen all the stats of Hurts rushing for over 70 yards. I'm pretty positive Minshew didn't have more than, one game where he rushed over 70 yards. You keep saying 5 yards. I showed you his stats. It was 4 for 11. 4 for 11 is only 2 yards. You know what I'm saying? Or what, 2.5 yards or something like that per attempt. So I'm still confused about that one. I was wondering, didn't you have a lot of garbage time time because you said the Jags defense was so bad, which probably meant they played from behind. Yeah, the Jags definitely played from behind a lot. But yeah, I get what you're saying now. Random attempts. Really? Oh, I'm not sure where that one's going. I'm sure you'll let me know. I'm not saying to replace Hurts, but I'm saying the clock is ticking. Well, that clock is ticking for everybody, not just Hurts. Clock is ticking for Nick Sirianni. Clock is ticking for JG, definitely. Clock is ticking for Brooks, Kels, Fletcher Cox. It's ticking for everybody, man, on our Eagles squad. Who's going to be the next generation of Eagles? Are we going to get rid of all these Super Bowl Eagles and start fresh with some new young blood? And I think we're kind of making a transition into that now. We're in that process now. We see guys like Zach Ertz gone. You know that the change is happening. We're signing young players to get younger, faster, and better. I have to research it, but I don't have time. Random. I only watch the Eagles usually. Yeah, me too. I agree with that. Okay, just was gonna miss you. Never sniffed 500 yards. Facts. Facts. Like Jalen Hurts is on pace for 1,000 yards. My God, you know how hard that is for a quarterback. Think about it. 1,000 yards rushing and 3,000 yards passing. So, you know, bad quarterbacks barely get 3,000 yards just passing without even adding 1,000 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got to add that together. So that's like 4,000 total offense. You've seen all those games where Jalen Hurts produced over 300 total yards for one player. That is awesome. Whether it's passing or combined rushing and passing at the same time, it's still, whether a quarterback threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns or combined ran and threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, still 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Either way you look at it, and that's awesome for any quarterback. I think Lamar Jackson was MVP. People say Sirianni inherited Hurts but traded for Minshew. That's an interesting one. I didn't hear that one. I did hear Dougie P wanted Hurts though. Hopefully everyone has a blessed night. Every night put God first, guys. Not dead, surely alive, roaring like lions always. Fly Eagles fly. Fly Eagles fly, my guy. You have a great night, my guy. You think Jalen's the receiver are working on their timing during the bye week, or should they use the time to get away? Well, I think, to be honest, I think all the players, to have such a late bye, it's week 14 out of 18. So you think about it, usually we're 2 games away from the end of the season. So having that extra game, and we've already had a bye like probably 4 weeks ago. So since we have this late of a bye, I think this first week, they need to all chill out and get away from football for a minute. Let their brain fresh, go get some massages, sit in some ice tubs, chill with their family, enjoy this holiday season, and get back to work next week. I wouldn't even have them out there practicing and stuff this week, But, like if you're close with some people, yeah, you can go play some catch sometime, but it won't be nothing major for sure. I want you to rest and get ready for this stretch run. You're going to get lots of reps in practice. They traded for Minshew because Mullen was trash. Facts. That's another one, too. Mullins was trash. Flacco was trash. And he was cheap. Yeah. Super trash. Kurt Warner said Minshew ran an office where reading D and progression was the main thing. Hurts is way behind on that. Well, yeah, okay. I can see you not letting that one go. Like I said, fact of the matter is, Minshew was in the league longer than Hurts. He's seen a lot more than Hurts, probably. And that's the reason why. Even if you want to say it's only 4 or 5 games, that's 4 or 5 more games. Jalen Hurts should be better 5 more games now than Jalen Hurts was today. That's all I'm saying. Matt Flynn throws 480 yards, 6 touchdowns. Then what? Matt Flynn, yeah, he had a good game. One time or a couple of times. He wasn't that good, though. Minshew could definitely read defense. Kurt Warner also hates shotgun plays, and it ruins timings of any quarterback. There you go, your common argument. To be clear, I like Hurts better than Wentz. Just unsure he can work through progression, set his feet and body to pass well to the right players because he doesn't usually. But that's the narrative. I don't understand what do you mean he doesn't usually. How many times have you seen Hurts just go on little streaks of 8 in a row, 11 in a row, you know what I'm saying? Throwing straight dimes. Like, I really would love you to just go on YouTube, wherever you like watching highlights, and just look up Hurts highlights. And if you don't see at least, 16 games now, if you don't see at least 40 top flight passes, you know what I'm saying, where he just gunned it in their perfect balls, then, you have an argument. But I promise you will. Your argument had no merit. You have your mind made up, and it's cool. Execute your agenda done entertaining you. Well, everybody be nice. We're cool. I understand where he's standing, but I'm just saying, like, that narrative is definitely, if Jalen's not accurate, it's just, I feel like it's a little off. He's showing you accuracy. Could he be more consistent? Every single quarterback in the NFL could be more consistent. And a lot of those plays, not just on him. It's on, like I said, you add up all them touchdowns that were dropped, and stuff like that, all the plays that were called back because of some other penalty, then you got a more consistent quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We, are our biggest enemies on this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, those mistakes are the reason why Jalen's numbers don't look as good as they should. If they looked that good, I promise you guys, we wouldn't even have this debate at all. Pissed at Kurt Warner for launching TB12 NFL career. You guys gonna see that Kurt Warner movie? I can't wait to come out. I'm gonna watch that. Looks like it's gonna be good. Backyard said, I agree with most of what you're saying, Cypro. Yeah, I agree with you too. Does he need to work on his foot movement, placement when he's throwing the ball? Yes. Does he need to work on timing? Yes. He's young, 23. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things in the NFL Jalen Hurts still needs to work on. But I'm also saying a lot of these things you expect this guy to do can't be done until he continues to play more games. Watch more film. Our receivers, you know what I'm saying? I've heard our receivers are not even running full routes. I just had Chris Franklin. He's beat reporter for the Eagles. He's at every single practice. He watches these receivers run routes. He's saying a lot of these receivers don't even run good routes. You know what I'm saying? From Devontae Smith to Wes Watkins to Rager, a lot of these guys are cutting off routes or not running through their routes completely. So, they're young players on the whole offensive side of the ball. They all need to develop and work to get better. And it will happen over time, man. Just, can't build Rome overnight. Damn, Ben, you said that. I apologize. Shout out to everyone. Sup, coach. They are not my arguments. I just did the work to look up stats and hear a few pros talk about Minshew. It's called research. Ooh. Yeah, but it's half true. Yards per attempt, you only run a few times. Excuse. Yeah, that is true. Like a lot, like when you're watching like a lot of these teams and the way they do their things, man, they have certain topics. They want to, target certain stats. Like I could target certain stats to make Jalen Hurts look like a straight beast. I am so far behind in the chats, guys. Sorry about that. I want to get to that super chat. Shout out to Random Antum. He said nothing left to say to implement fans. Go Birds. Yeah, shout out to you for the $5 super chat, my guy. And go Birds. Yeah, man. Impatient fans, man. Impatient. Yeah, we got to be patient, man. Time will prevail. You will see Jalen Hurts perform at a high level, and it's going to be awesome. And everybody's going to be sitting. We're going to be sitting there like, I told you so. Told you he can do it. So shout out to you, Random. I don't know, did that go on the screen or not? Let me see if I can find it in the chat. I don't know if it's going up because we're in. Oh, there it is. Boom. That's left to say to impatient fans. Go Birds. But yeah, shout out to you. Much love to you. I know, guys. I'm so far now. Seeing that, I am so far behind. Sorry for that, my gosh. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get through and talk to all you guys. Let's see if I can find where I'm at. So if I skip on some of you guys' stuff, then it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose at all. Make sure to hit that like. He had 2 winning seasons in 16 years. I can't jump in right there. Didn't play every 2019, 2020. People imagine he played more games than he did. Gardner went 1-7 with the Jazz, put on the game. Doesn't matter. He had 2 winning seasons. We're not saying that. Don't forget to like. Memorabilia. His Gardner Minshew fumbled the ball 12 times in his first year. Fumbled 5 times in the second year. Dang, that's 17 fumbles in 2 years. That is a huge reason why he's not playing. Starting for nobody's team. How he's messing up those picks. We can't control him, unfortunately. In fact, do you think if we had Tom Brady, we would win the Super Bowl or no? With the team that we have, the coaches we have, no, we wouldn't. Like, I don't believe that we would. I just don't, Like, will we won some games? Yeah, we probably won some games. Tom Brady's seen a lot of defense, and he know how to tear them apart now this time in his career. He's been playing forever. But will we win the Super Bowl? No, because we're not a complete team. We got too many holes. Tom Brady went over to a team that was stacked and got more stacked once he got over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, Tom, this is great go because he went to 2 different teams and won a Super Bowl. Did you not see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year? Those guys are stacked, super stacked. That's why Tom is just a smart businessman. He knows how to put himself in good situations. Good coaches. Aronson was a great coach over there for Tampa Bay, man. Trusted guy with great pitch. I'm just saying people don't appreciate these quarterbacks' toughness and mentality. Ball sacks. Yeah, facts, man. Hurts is a beast. I see toughness in Gardner. He must go 6-10. He might go 6-10. Oh wow. You mean 7-10? The dude ain't backing now. Yeah, and Gardner got that mentality where that's why I like him. Do I think we should re-sign Gardner Minshew? Yes. Re-sign him. He can be our backup if he doesn't get a starting role. I think Gardner Minshew's still in the impressions that he wants to be a starter and he wants to go try to win it. You can't blame him. As long as you can get that starter money, I'll go get it. Hurts is a running back. Wow. I don't really necessarily agree with that, man. I don't. I just think he has running abilities, man. He's a dual threat quarterback. Just like Michael Vick was a dual threat quarterback. Just like Lamar Jackson's a dual threat quarterback. Kyler Murray's kind of a dual threat quarterback. But Kyler Murray can throw the ball a little better than all those guys, too. And Michael Vick didn't even start throwing the ball good. Look how much money Michael Vick made. He made the first quarterback with a $100 million contract twice. And he wasn't even throwing the ball until he got to the Eagles. Reading defenses, and no one even questioned that back in the day. Oh, Michael Vick can't read the defense? No, because he was running for touchdowns. I don't think so. He never quit any games this season. True. BIRDGANG opened ESPN game log web. It shows Minshew didn't get all 16 games in 19 or 20. Okay. Was he benched? Was he hurt? Because I'm pretty sure after Nick Foles left here, the Jags signed him, Nick Foles, and then they drafted Sunshine. So that shows you that that's two quarterbacks that the team invested highly in. That wasn't Gardner Minshew, and I'm pretty positive he was that dude. The team would have never did it. That's just common sense. Why would you do it? You know, if Gardner was better, if Nick Foles was better than Gardner, they would have never got Nick Foles and had him starting. You know, and I think Gardner won the starting job back from Nick Foles, which was good, but still, you know, that's only because Nick Foles sucks on every team that's not the Eagles. He's too mentally strong for that. Facts. That Giants game, Hurts literally quit on the TV screen. What do you mean quit? It's too used comfort. Let's get the facts right for Minshew total starts, okay? Hey, like I said before, I don't even care how many starts Minshew is. I know what kind of quarterback he is. And Minshew is not no Hurts either. So let's get that part clear. You know, the guys are on two different playing grounds. We know Minshew's ceiling. We don't know what Hurts' ceiling is, but we do know he's a top 10 quarterback in stats of all time in the history of football. So I'm pretty positive in Minshew's first 16 games, he wasn't nowhere close to that list. So that's really the comparison I want to throw at you, that you should understand the different skill levels. Just like Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard's a great power back for our team. But guess what? Jordan Howard had 18 carries the last game he played. Miles Sanders had 16. Jordan had what? 68 yards rushing. Miles Sanders had 86 yards or 95 yards rushing. It's a difference, man. It's different skill levels, man. They do different things. They're good at different things. But he's no freaking Hurts, that's for sure. How we not appreciate Minshew? It was smart picking up Minshew. If Hurts doesn't pan out, you'll be fine. Facts. That's a smart move. And then he drove down the field on the final play of the drive, put us in position to win the game. Is that why he drove us down the field? Final play of the drive, put us in position in the game. So he did. He did that. I don't know how. I'm probably off on some of these, so forgive me, guys. Like now I feel like I'm just ear hustling on conversations. Just see a lot of Philly sports talk saying put Hurts back in the lineup. Facts. Like Hurts is a running back. If you want to think that, I'm sorry. That's the game he threw 3 picks, 45% completion. This game we saw he quit on TV. I don't even know if Hurts quit on TV. When did he quit on TV? Because that's those 3 picks. I'm pretty positive he put us back in position to win those games. He said y'all become one-dimensional, no passing game. We do got a passing game. We pass pretty good. You don't have to throw the ball 40 times a game to have a passing game. Minshew passed over 25 times. He had 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good. I mean, and not 200, 2 touchdowns, 240 yards, 50 yards. That's not good. I think that's pretty good. Is our team more of a passing team than a rushing team? No. But that's okay too. Why would we have to be a passing team? Because it's a passing league? Like, why is that to recommend what people think all teams should be? And not all teams are passing teams. Look at the Tennessee Titans. They made it pretty far being a running team. You know? There's been plenty of champions back in the day that was rushing teams. When Niners won their Super Bowl, they were rushing teams. You know, when the Ravens won, it was defense and rushing. You know, a lot of the first most of the Patriot Super Bowls, they had good running backs rushing the ball. So why is it that we have to be a passing team? We're a great rushing team. We got big line that take care of, make holes for the running backs. You got to let these guys roll. Yeah. I double checked. Minshew had 9 games in 2020, 14 in 2019. That's it. So what are you saying there? He has a total of 24 games. That's more than Hurts. Did Mac Jones have a good game? Windley, Wiley, or not? He can throw a 5-yard pass. Yeah, Mac Jones. How many passes did he have that game? Like 4, 5, but they won. That's all that matters. Thank you. Bills never adjusted game plan. Watch Patriots. Funny. Pass make SC championship. And I told everybody the Pats were going to be good. Last year, half of their team was out on COVID. And everybody's like, "Oh, I told you it's because Brady left." No, because Bill Belichick didn't have players, and he had Cam Newton as their quarterback. That's why they sucked last year. I knew they were coming back strong this year. Belichick ain't gonna lose 2 times in a row like that. I'm doing good, Grant. It's all good. I know you're a fan, my guy. Say Hurts ran 185 times for 1,000. 49 Minshew ran 100 times for 508. Both ran for 5 yards on average. Minshew ran 100 times. What? Like, are you saying in his career, he only has 100 rushes for 508? And Hurts 15 games or 16, 15 games, he ran for 185 times for 1,049 yards. What? I don't understand. Like you just said, he played 2 years. He had more games, so I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying there. I don't understand that whole argument. I'm confused. Good defense, 98 kind. He takes care of the ball. Throwing, he did fumble 12 times his first year, 5 his second year. Yeah, that's horrible. Remaining schedule, we gotta win out. Career wise, both average 5 yards. But you're talking about a more. I don't know. I don't know how you really. I don't really get that at all. I don't even know what argument I need to make that right. So, besides, Hurts is a dual threat. He's dominant on the ground. Get off that hill. He averaged 24 yards per game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Hurts averages way more than 24 yards a game. Hurts about to get 1,000 yards this year, my guy, in one season. Everybody hyping up Washington, but I think Dallas will beat them. And next week, I think Philly will beat them again. I know we're beating them next week. I want everybody to know who are you guys going for this week? Are you guys going for Dallas or are you guys going for Washington? I think we're gonna drop a poll on there about that. Who do you guys want to win this week? Because either way, it doesn't really matter for us. We gotta win out regardless. We don't really have to win out if we're going for the wild card. But if we win out, we can still get the division. Like the Dallas don't even got that locked up. We got 4 games left. They got 5 games left. They're 2 games ahead. Meaning if they lose 2 games that last week of the season, it's for the division championship. So, if you're rooting for the Washington to win, if Washington win, we have a better shot at getting the division because we played Washington twice. So we can get that game that we're behind with Washington for winning back by beating them both times. Now, if Dallas beat Washington, then yeah, that's another game up they go. So they'd be up 2 games, I believe, 2.5 games. And they will have to lose to Arizona and another team for us to catch them, which most likely they'll probably win the division then. And then we'll be in a good situation because I think if Washington loses, we automatically go to the 7th seed. And if we continue that out, we can get as high as 6th seed. So 6-game winning streak, 2-game losing streak. Is that people expect Hurts to run? Minshew probably had a lot more room to run when he did. That's another good point too, Random. That's always been twisted. Best stats, wins, losses, and turnovers, in my opinion. Perhaps third down conversions. I like that. Scramble for 20 yards. We're not running RPOs. Average 24 per game, 17 yards per game. Minshew can't fuck with Hurts. Facts. Any protection needs work. I agree with random. I don't know what that is. Yes, it's true. I'm impatient. It's my weakness. Yeah, but a lot of Eagles fans are. So don't even feel bad about it. We're all impatient. You know what I'm saying? Like we all want more. You know, like I told you guys, have the whole freaking fanhood there was claiming that we weren't winning 5-6 games. Now we got there. You know, we're impatient on trying to get our quarterback out. Like everybody said, we won 5-6 game. Our team's looking like we're improving. Then that's good for Hurts' first season. And now that we're here at the 6 game mark with 4 games left, they're like, oh man, bench him for having a bad game. That's just it. That's the life of being an Eagles fan, I guess. We can admit it's all about wins. It takes time, like growing a flower. Exactly. We're sprouting the flower. We're budding. We're in the process of budding. You know how the bulb's still there, but it hasn't opened up yet? That's where I feel like we're at. There has been 23 receivers in NFL history to record at least 1,000 yards during their rookie season in 2014, the most from a single class. OBJ, Benjamin, and Evans. Ooh, and look at that. Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle. I told you guys, I wanted Waddle. I like Devontae too, though. He's right there behind him. Well, he's about 100 yards behind him. Cal Pitts, 709. Devontae Smith, 701. The rookie class is special. Yeah, all those guys are beasts at what they do. You know, it took Cal Pitts a while to get started, but you see him beasting now. Jalen Waddle, man, he's an explosive player, big play waiting to happen, man. They're all definitely good players, man. Definitely Washington. It's going to be hard to sweep Washington. It's definitely going to be hard to sweep Washington, but it's not like it's not possible. I think we can do it. Like I really think about it, guys. We have the best running attack in the NFL. We already been against the top rush defense and the third best rush defense. None of these teams we're about to play can stop the run as good as the teams we've already played. And we're getting Brooks back. So what makes you guys think that we can't stop? You know, that they're going to be able to stop us? That's ball control offense. That's how you win football games in the NFL, especially when you're going against teams with good offenses. Keep them off the field, control the clock, and win the game, man. And I think that's what I think we're going to do for real, for real. I'm not really worried about it. I think we win out. We go 10-7, like I said. You know, we hit that playoffs hot. And be careful, because once we get even into the playoffs, man, anybody can get it. That's how I see anybody can get it. There's not really a team out there I don't think that can get it. He said thoughts Bateman Raven was going to be special too as a rookie. He was hurt most of the season, right, Richie? That's probably why he's not. Probably why he's not. See if there's any other ones I missed up here. But any of y'all, did y'all decide? Did you put that in the link? The poll. Oh. But yeah, guys, we're at an hour and 40 minutes, man. Much love to all you guys. We still got 25 in the chat. Please hit that like and make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. You made it to the end. Oh, you made it to the end. Yeah, I finally made it to the end, right? I had to skip over a couple of messages there because I was so far behind. I made it down here, guys. So much love to you guys. We're going to wrap it up here in probably the next 10 minutes. I'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, Eagles related. But yeah, I think like I said before, I think the Eagles got it, man. No worries. I'll stay confident. These guys are gonna handle their business. I think we're gonna, like I always tell everybody, by the end of this season, we will have a better idea of what kind of quarterback Jalen Hurts would be. I think he will, take care of business against these division rivals. I think he has showed the world that he can play big time with football because we basically are in the playoffs right now. It's winner go home. We can't really afford to lose very many games, if any games. So it's win or go home. Go win these football games, and let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do, make some noise in playoffs. If we just get to the playoffs, that's a win to me. You know what I'm saying? We win, we get to playoffs, that's a win. It's all good, man. We're looking good for next year. Once next year come draft, we have 3 first-round picks. Make sure that defense look a lot better. Man, the sky is the limit for this football team. We're definitely going to be in the Super Bowl coming up soon if Jalen is the guy. Win, 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 win. Washington schedule. See, I think Dallas is going to split with Washington. And if we beat them twice, that's going to keep them way out of the playoffs. Let's see the Giants schedule. They're 4-7, so I'm not really worried about them. I think we beat them again. I think Dallas beats them. And Washington could possibly beat them too. So they're not looking like a playoff team this year. And see, with Dallas, I think Washington gets them the first time at home. And Arizona gets them, and then we get them at the end. So that'd be 3 losses there. So that'd be 7. So we'd be 10-7 when we beat them. As long as we beat the rest of these division games, we'll be the division champions going into the playoffs and the number 4 seed. Playing 5 though, that's hardcore. Could that be like the Rams? Let's see what you got. He said last fun Minshew fact. In 2019, he went 6 for 9, 6 wins, 8 losses, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not awful at all. Exactly, and that's where everybody even know his name from. Because when he had that year in 2019, but then he came. But still, even then, how many fumbles you said the guy had? 6 interceptions. Then you got to add the 6 interceptions plus what was it like 14 fumbles or something like that? That's a lot of turnovers, my guy. That's why he's not a starting quarterback. Can we lose one more game? Do we only have a chance at wild card? No. If we win out, we got a chance at the division still. We can lose. Technically, we can lose one more game. It just depends which game it is. Like, we really can't lose the game to the Washington. We got to beat those guys both times, I think, personally. But we could lose another game. Go into the 9-8. That's a winning record and like probably the 7th seed. We need go mojo back. Biting bad mojo for the Eagles, right? Did BG31 do this all-time Eagle squad? Have I done my all-time Eagle squad? I want to say I have. I haven't? Y'all want me to do that for you real fast? I'll give you guys a quick BG31 all-time Eagles game. Eagles team. Quarterback. We're going with Randall Cunningham. Backing him up will be Donovan McNabb. 3 running backs. We're going. That's Brian Westbrook, Shady McCoy, and Ricky Waters. Probably be my 3 favorite Eagles running backs. With Weaver at fullback. 2 tight ends. I'm gonna go. We gotta go Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz and either Chad Lewis or L.J. Smith. I really like L.J. But Keith Jackson, Zach Ertz and Keith Jackson were probably my 2 favorite tight ends growing up. Keith Jackson when I first started watching the Eagles, and Zach Ertz recently. 4 receivers, Deshaun Jackson is definitely on the list. Macklin, T.O., and Dante Stallsworth. I like that year he played with us. It was a nice year. Lyman, we're going with Ryan, Trey Thomas, Sean Andrews. I guess Brandon Brooks because he's one of the best. And Kels at center. D-line, we're going to go with Reggie White. We're going to go with Trent Cole. We're going to go with Jerome Brown. And we're going to go with Fletcher Cox. Linebackers, we're going to definitely go Jeremiah Trotter in the middle. We're going to go Nigel Bradham on the one side. And D'Amico Ryans. Why not? Put D'Amico over there. I like D'Amico for my 3 linebackers. Cornerbacks, easily. We're going Eric Allen, Lito Shepard, Asante Samuels, and I guess Bobby Taylor would be my honorable mention. Safeties, we are going Brian Dawkins, Michael Lewis, and Malcolm Jenkins. Those would be my 3 for sure. Kickers, Akers. Punters, Sippos. I love Sippos. Um, offensive coordinator. Uh, offensive coordinator. I would have to go with Brad Childress. Defensive coordinator Jimmy Johnson. Head coach Andy Reid. That's my list right there. That's my all time Eagles team right there. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but that's what I put up. That's what I put up right now because it's a little mix of the good of the old school with a little new school. But yeah, man, I like a lot of other players. So there's really that all time list could be added. I'm thinking about even going doing like a vote tally and make the all time list at the end of the season after we get some more Eagles out there. I mean, Eagle content creators to do it. I got a couple. It's still weird. I got a couple of Eagle content creators I haven't had on my channel yet. I'm trying to get these guys, man. Y'all know them. Y'all holler at them. Blade BIRDGANG want you on the show. Come on now. Sad how we don't have any great linebackers to choose from. Seth Joyner. Yeah, Seth Joyner is huge. I think of a lot of them, man. There's actually more linebackers you think. Like I said, D'Amico, Seth Joyner, Dehani Jones played some good football for us. Um, uh, not Eric Kendricks, but Michael Kendricks played some good football for us. Um, uh, Ike Reese played some good football for us. Um, Stuart Bradley played some good linebacker for us. Who else is on that list? I feel like I'm missing one too. There's another one. There's definitely another one. I'm trying to think though. We've had some decent linebackers out there. That's for sure. He said I would write them down for you in the comments. Heck yeah, man. You say you're gonna go through all of them? Not tonight. He did one a long time ago. I thought I did, but that'd be tight, Richie. If you want to go back to all the videos, write them all down and tally them up for me. We get you some BIRDGANG merch. Hey, I'm gonna be doing some drawings probably when I hit 2K, guys. If you guys have not subscribed or know anybody that wants to subscribe, I'm trying to hit 2K by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? The road to 2K is real. We are at 1,755. We need 245 more votes. I mean, more subscribers. So we can hit that 2K mark. I'm one of the fastest growing Eagles YouTube content creators because of you guys. And I got nothing but love for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? So make sure in the holiday season, show some love. Get you some BIRDGANG merch. I mean, I got me some BIRDGANG merch coming in. Should be here this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be wearing it for you guys so you guys can check it out. See if y'all want to get any of that. Even if you get a phone case cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. BGN Sports Media. You know what I'm saying? They got a merch store over there. La Terrain watches. Use promo code BIRDGANG31. And also at both merchandise stores, if you use holidays code 15, you get 15% off all your purchases. So make sure you check them out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. We got some fresh stuff in there. He said, what rookie card you got left? All of them, Richie. Because I stopped doing those because, like, when I did my drawings before, a couple of people couldn't get the cards. Like, I was like, what's your address? They're like, I can't give you my address. I'm too young. I'm like, hey, no hate. Okay. So I ended up keeping the cards. So, I got some out. But definitely got some good ones left in the collection there. So I rather give out merch and think than cards though now. At least merch would be something beneficial for me too. And you guys. You guys get some free stuff. You guys can wear it, whether it's a hat, backpack, shirts, pants, sweats, hoodies, whatever you name it. They got BIRDGANG everything in that store. So holla. The struggle is real to get to 2K, right? But I can't even say it's been that bad, to be honest, man. Like, for real, like, I am so blessed, and I thank every last one of you guys for even watching me, man. I never could imagine being even close to 2K. I remember before the season started, people were like, hey, you'll hit that 1,000 mark, be monetized by the end of the season, man. And I was like, man, that'd be awesome. I hope to get it faster, but that'd be awesome. And I never knew, like I was pretty much monetized once the season started. You know what I'm saying? So we've only been doing this for 5.5 months now. I feel really blessed that you guys even like my content. I hope I can get better. Like I said, I'm working on things like my studio, getting better equipment, working on, just learning things like OBS and systems to bring you better content, be able to give you a better experience when you're on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys also could join the channel membership. That's on here. You know what I'm saying? Get your muscle shirts worn by BIRDGANG 31, right? I should wear some and sign them and then give them to you. Because that's what I'm going to really do. I have a bunch of my tank tops, my beaters. I don't know why I like these. I like these because it's hot in front of this camera. In front of this light. So I wear jerseys on game day, though. Yep, the merchandise store links for both. Me, promo code Holidays5. Much love to y'all. Need the muscles too, Richie said. That's funny. I'm getting fat from doing all this podcast. I need to get back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that gym. That's why I'm building my studio inside my garage where my gym equipment is. So at least in between sets or something, I'm making some, I can go hit them weights a little bit. Some other eager content creators have not gone to 1K. They are trapped in the under 1K. It's hard. Yes, it is. It's a grind, man. It's a grind, man. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely, I can understand why. Like some people, it's like, do you really want to sacrifice that time, man? It's hard work, man. It's hard work. He said, good night, Moon. Good night, BIRDGANG 31 and crew. Hey, have a great night, Richie. I'm about to get out of here too. Man, we're almost at the 2 hour mark, so I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Muscles not included, right? I'm alright, I can still get there. Work out a little bit harder. How does Venmo account work on here? That's a way to get 100% of your donations. Google don't get it. Google don't need it. They get plenty of money. Facts. I do got Cash App. If you guys want to do it that way, I'm always down for that. You know what I'm saying? Money sign RKP31. If you want to Cash App me, that's the way I get all my money. I get all money straight up too. Got a Cash App. Oh, I should start putting my Cash App. I don't even know what Venmo is. Like, I'm OCAP, man. There's a lot of these things I don't have no clue about. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Like, I'm going to use this whole off season to learn everything I need to learn about this. Trust me. Like, next season, BIRDGANG's going to come back raw. Fire. Waiting to climb to the top. Yeah, they do take it. They take like 30% of your money, but hey, it's all worth it, man. It's all worth it. We don't do this for the money. We do this for you guys. And at least the super chat, you're getting someone's point across. You're getting someone's message across. Not only the people in the chat get to see it, whoever watches this video later gets to see it and understand what we're talking about. I like the whole super chat idea. I think it's pretty awesome. Cash App would be cool. Yep, there it is. You can always Cash App BIRDGANG 31. Money sign RKP 31, baby. Anytime, any place. Much love. You guys will be helping because I'm about to go get a Yeti. I got to get my laptop fixed, get a new desktop. I could use some more lights. I might get everything for my studio. I need some wood materials for my studio. So I'm not asking you guys for anything. If you guys want to help, you can. I'm going to get it done regardless. But, it's up to you guys. But we're going to stay here 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. We still got 17 up in the chat. Like I said, if you have not hit that like, I should at least see 20 to 25 likes in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be much love. That's why I really like the like. I like knowing that you guys view my stuff. You guys like and view my stuff. That's more than any money can ever do, man. Because that lets me know that you guys like what I'm doing. I want to keep doing it for you guys as long as possible. Like, you guys to realize I'm just starting 5-6 months in. I plan on doing this for years to come. I will be a GOAT of all time. You know what I'm saying? I will be one of the best to ever bring you Eagles content. Trust me. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I hope I am now too. But as I move on, I want to get 1 million subscribers. Why not? That means that 1 million people like me, what I do. I don't think there's any Eagle content creators at 1 million. So that's where I want to be. So until I get to 1 million, I'm going to keep grinding. Keep giving you my time. He said, nah, I need a new laptop. Thanks, Gran. Thanks, buddy. It's cool. Get your laptop. Guess what? You get another laptop. You can always keep that on BIRDGANG 31 while you're going over to other people's channels. So it works out. It's a win-win for both of us. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win for both of us. I like it. He said, you get the big microphone like JC Eagle Talk. I don't know. See, I'm really, like when I set up my studio, we're going to have the microphone in there and whatnot. But until then, it's like this. I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max and everything. The camera's good. The microphone's good. It's like it's hard to even think about not having it. Like, it's actually easier for me to deal with the chats like with this one. Like with the computer, I had to be like, that's why I said I need to get my laptop so then I can have the camera shooting. I'll be on my laptop right here doing things, pulling up stats and stuff. I try to remember all that in my head. Yeah, D Gifted he's one of the best new Eagle content creators out there, man. We definitely need to get that guy, to 100. We need to get him to 200, 300. Everybody in the network, all those, One Trey Rock needs to get to 200. You know what I'm saying? He's working on 200. D Gifted's on his road to 100. He got a sick Brian Dawkins jersey he's giving away at 100. I told him I better be in there because I signed him up 2 of my channels and my kids' channel. So, I'm getting a lot of entries for that Brian Dawkins jersey because I definitely want it. I like winning things too. Have to hustle. You gotta hustle. You gotta grind. You gotta bug people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people feel bad about bugging. I don't. I'll inbox you 1,000 times if I want you on my show until you say yes or no. Like if you say no, okay, I'll stop. But if you say okay, you'll get back to me. Guess what? You're gonna get 1,000 messages until you get back to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. I'm on this grind for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the rest of the Eagles content, family out there. I want the best people on my show so I can give you guys the best content possible. Plus, I'm going to do more of these one-on-one shows. We actually got a lot of behind the scenes footage of BIRDGANG will be releasing out too for channel members. So, I'm going to release some of it out for my normal members too because I don't have that many channel members. So, I'm going to release some stuff for them. But a lot of stuff, I try to keep y'all involved with everything I do regardless. It's not going to be that big of a difference. But, you got to do a little something special for those guys that are paying for that channel membership. Ever see Field of Dreams? If you build it, it will come. Facts at random. If I build it, it will come. And I am building, my guy. Brick by brick by brick. I think I got one of the hottest intros in the game. So I'm working on it, guys. Y'all seen me. If y'all seen my first couple of videos to now, y'all know I'm grinding. What up? Yep. How you doing, BIRDGANG? Go Birds. Go Birds. My God, I'm doing great. Just finishing up the show. We got like 3 more minutes. We've been on this thing for 2 hours. Much love to all you guys. We still got 20 in the chat. That is much love, man. One day I'm going to be one of them ghosts that got like 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm working my way up. I remember the days when I only had 5 in the chat. I feel very blessed for what I be doing these days, man. And I can't wait to keep going. Keep going. One day I have a couple thousand in the chat. Grind never stop for BIRDGANG. If you win a B-Dog jersey, I will give it to you. If I win a B-Dog, heck yeah, give it to me. Grant, that's what's up. And I'll give you a BIRDGANG jersey. Out of my merch store. Out of my merch store. Look at you, nice BIRDGANG. Because, hey, you can be a Fins fan and wear BIRDGANGs. And wear BIRDGANGs merch, man, my guy. You are one of my best moderators, my guy. I couldn't do this without you. You know how many people talk about you behind the scenes? Who is that Grand Gazir guy? He knows everything about every team. Be making me feel bad. I'm like, yeah, he does his thing. He my number one, my ace. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing up in there. I know things too, though. Any Washington content creators? Yes, man. Not this week though, but next week. This week I'm working on some Eagle content creators, man, looking for doing a big time round table on Friday night. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Wednesday we got a round of NFL and me and King show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm trying to think what else. Thursday, I got somebody on Thursday. I'm doing something on Thursday. I might even be doing. Actually, I might be doing another late night with BIRDGANG Thursday night because I got a whole nother issue I want to talk about with the Eagles. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on Gardner Minshew and Jalen Hurts tonight, but we're gonna attack a whole nother thing. You know, this last little playoff push and how the Eagles need to get in Rocky mode. You know what I'm saying? That Rocky Foe type stuff. You gonna see. You gonna see about it. But yeah. So I might Thursday. I might be doing another one of these Thursday night, late night with BIRDGANG, and then I was supposed to do one with Uncensored. So ain't Cool Cat. So maybe it'll be a Cool Cat Uncensored show Thursday as well. So, but we definitely right now I'm up to I think 4 or 5 Washington content creators, some of the best that they got over there. So they could definitely gonna be coming with that heat, you know, especially if they beat the Cowboys. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. We're gonna be dropping them content creators from the Washington football team. And for real, the divisions are the best ones because I know a lot of people that know a lot of division content creators, so it's a lot easier to get the division content creators on the show. So, you know, I've been talking to some of these Washington guys all year long, and actually, I was just thinking about it. I know a couple of them that we talked about doing it that I haven't even hit up this week. So, we're definitely gonna have a full schedule next week of good content creators from the Washington football team. So, be on the lookout for that one. I'm trying to get some more people. Like I said, I'm always working, so probably gonna be a day by day thing. Every day I'm gonna work on seeing what I can do for this week for sure to fill up some more time slots. But at the same time, the Eagles are on bye. Got to get some family time in too. You know, got to get some family time in too. Thank you, my guy, man. I appreciate you being here every time you come, my guy. You know, whether we agree or disagree, that's the whole point of being fans, man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I don't care what anybody. As long as you root for the Eagles, I root for the Eagles. We on the same team, my guy. Same team. He said, I want a Carolina Panthers autograph. Jersey of who? But I passed it and they did another raffle. Who'd you pass it? Why would you do that, Grant? Who was it? Was it the Cam Newton jersey? Because I would love to have had. I would wear a couple of Carolina players' jersey, but if it's autograph, it's just good to have for memorabilia. If I win anything on anybody's show, you can ask Jay in the Bay. He's a Niners content creator. I went over there and I won his show, not even know he was having a freaking giveaway. I just popped in. He was talking about giveaway, and I knew the answers. I just popped it in a question. Oh, you won, BIRDGANG. Okay, cool. But he gave me my gift, man. You know, I've won a couple of times. I won't talk about him too much, but you know, like. I love winning things. It's fun, you know. Anytime you can win a giveaway, it makes you feel good. And how come, Grant? He said, "Virgins, everyone don't waste. Don't want to make you look bad at all. I just want to support you just like part of your staff. Man, you do a great job, man. Grant, you don't make me look bad. I was just joking, my guy. You know, you went dog. What's the one with you? What's the one with you? One trade wall. No. Oh, that's Birds of Broad Street every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's my fun show. You know what I'm saying? Like all shows are fun, but like I really have fun on that show. Like that's my let loose, act a fool. You know, everything comes out. You know, you probably see me a lot more loose, you know, more than like my normal serious streams where I'm talking with other people trying to be professional. That's the one you get a little crazy on that one. Birds of Broad Street every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, that is the go-to show. I like that show a lot. I love those guys. Huh? Oh yeah, this Saturday night, Mitch is having a Birds of Broad Street show. So he wants all of us members of Birds of Broad Street to be on his show with him. He's gonna be covering us and talking with us, giving us, you know, asking us about the season. So make sure you guys check that out. He'll be on Mitch. What's his name? Mitch Kowski's YouTube channel this Saturday night. I think it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I move so much in life, I just become much taller, and I have a few Dolphins jerseys in their gear, but it's become too much. Yeah. I had it in the background yesterday. Had me bugging. Right? We go off on that show, man. And if you guys go, make sure if you go on my channel, you like it. If you go on Philly Notion channel, you like it. Like go around to all. We all work hard to make that show great for you guys, man. That's what the network's about. It's about having a one spot shop where you can just go find nothing but awesome shows. Where it's less about the actual content creator, but more about the content and the shows. You know what I'm saying? Like me and D Gifted got a show coming out. It's gonna be called Eagles Gospel. You know what I'm saying? With the Reverend D Gifted and BIRDGANG 31. It's gonna be nice, very fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that show. So be on the lookout for that one too. That one's probably gonna be a Friday night show as well. I'm excited. We gotta get these young guys up too. They gotta get some subscribers. They put in a lot of hard work. They do a great job too. And I'm happy they're even a part of the network. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to see them keep growing. As I grow, they grow. We all grow as one big family. I can't recall who the autograph jersey was. It was Cam. Even if it were Cam, I still give it away. I make a fan happy. Yeah, that's true. You're a nice guy, Graham. We love you. Birds of Broad Street on the Wire is a cool show too. Yeah, Birds on the Wire, Birds on the Line, Graham. Yeah, Birds on the Line. Yeah, that's another one of my fun shows because like we do content all day on Sunday, so like that's the show we can kick back, relax, let you guys come on, and you guys kind of take over the show. It's pretty awesome, man. Birds on the Line. I'm trying to think of great concepts of shows. That's the whole point of this. I want you to not only just see content creators on YouTube, like that's cool. Like that's what got me to do it. But it'd be awesome. You can just have your favorite shows. I'm gonna say, oh, just like First Take, or you like Good Morning Football, or one like that. So when you come on YouTube, you'd be like, I like Birds on the Line. I like the Aftermath podcast. I like Birds of Broad Street. I like, We Them Birds, definitely pregame show, the best pregame show with the land for sure. But yeah, that is Mitch's link. So Saturday night, 8:30 or 9:30 or 9 o'clock. Just be on the lookout. Saturday night, Birds of Broad Street. All four of us will be on Mitch's channel. And he's going to be interviewing us Saturday night. So that should be a good show. Like I said, I'm working on a really big round table for Friday night. It's gonna be a nice round table. You guys definitely won't want to miss that one. It's gonna have a lot of good Eagles content creators in that round table. We're gonna talk a little bit of Minshew. We're gonna talk about the end of the season. We're gonna talk about all that kind of stuff. What up, Rock the Artist? How you doing, my guy? Just about to get up out of here. Just letting everybody know what's on the menu for this week. Plus, next week we're gonna definitely have a bunch of Watch the Football Team content creators on the show. You see in NFL games, people have signed 316, gifted 316, right? That's what it is. Or even like how we have in our saying, man. You can get with us now, get with us later, but I promise you're going to get with us. And that's from the book of Rock, BIRDGANG 3, what was it, 331? 1 verse 131. Chapter 1, verse 31. I messed that all the way up. But whatever. Yeah, we got that. We got that on the shirt too. Inside the merch store. So check that out too as well. Random at Birds on the Wire. His features are a Sunday morning pregame show with D Gifted Notion. I think 131. Birds on the Wire. Birds on the Line is the night show for the fans. Our Sunday morning pregame show with me, D Gifted, and Philly Notion is We Them Birds. We Them Birds pregame show. And then the Aftermath podcast is the postgame show. And then we do Birds on the Line that night. Yeah, so I think you got the names mixed up. Yeah, that's We Them Birds. Yeah, the name of the show at nighttime is Birds on the Line. Weed and Birds is a pregame show, and the Aftermath podcast is the postgame show. And every now and then I throw in a halftime show, just depending on how I'm feeling, how the Eagles are playing, how much I've been drinking. Well, there's a lot of variables how I'm feeling that day. If you get the halftime show or not. I'll think about maybe next year probably streaming it. When I have my studio set up, probably stream some more games. Do more of like some of that because my buddy Troxel, man, he does a great job streaming every game. And man, he got some setup over there that I want to get my stuff looking like that. It's gonna be kind of tight. He said Birds of Broad Street is the Monday show. Yes, We Them Birds is a pregame. And the Collins show, Sunday night show. Exactly. Aftermath podcast postgame show. And Birds on the Line is the Collins show for the fans. Every game night. Even if the game's on Monday night, we do it on Monday night. If it's on Thursday night, we do it on Thursday night. Because every night after the game, we want to hear from the fans. Even if you have people at home, that watch the game with you. And they're not even YouTube content creators and never even been on YouTube, but they're excited about the game. You have them call in. That's what the show's for. It's for you guys to have fun and say whatever it is, whether we lose or win. Call in and talk about it. I love it, man. I love those nights where we're up there for like 3 hours, but we don't have to say nothing because freaking that phone. There's more people backstage, more people backstage, more people backstage, and we're just like letting them go every 10 minutes. Okay, thank you for going on. Subscribe to this guy, moving to the next thing. We get people subscribers on that channel. We give shout outs on that channel. We do everything for the fans, for the content creators. It's nothing but love on that one. He said Wednesday is another show, BG31 and JC Eagle Talk. Mom, it was a show on Wednesdays, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Let's just say that. Me and JC working on some stuff. That's my boy. We're working on some things. Been busy, but we're gonna figure it out. Get more shows in here together. I know you guys like seeing us together. But yeah, we had 2 hours 12. Much love to 15 still in here. Like I said, hit that like button on the way out. Be on the lookout. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. 2 shows tomorrow night. Check me out. Fly, Eagles, fly. That's a little half. Fly, Eagles, fly. One flap. One flap. And have a great night, you guys. Have a safe night. Enjoy your day tomorrow. We will definitely check back in tomorrow night, guys. He said, what am I drinking? Coke. Coca-Cola, my guy. The adult beverage. So, much love to all you guys, man. I'll holler at you guys. Peace.